Welcome back, friends. Last class we discussed about level of flexibility in FMS system, like a dedicated FMS and random order FMS. Now will like to discuss about FMS components. What are the components available in FMS? So there are four main components. One is workstations. Second one is material handling and storage systems. Third one is computer control system. Then operators. So operator is also one of the main key player in FMS component. So let's see one by one about individual components. So first one is about workstation. So workstation, the following are the types of workstation typically found in flexible manufacturing system. What are all the workstation? Loading and unloading workstations, machining station, other processing stations, assembly stations, other station and equipment. So this is what typically seen in any on FMS system. So let's go back the figure which we discussed about FMS. This is the FMS system, right? So here what are the things? Loading and unloading is there. Loading and unloading is there. Material handling is there. Other processing equipment like coordinate measuring machines are there. And part to washing stations also there. Then machining centers also there. So the collection of multiple system is there in FMS. Okay. So what are the things? Loading, unloading, machining, like CNC machines are there. Other processing station in the sense like your CNC machines, but it is not directly involved in machining. And assembly station, like pick and place robot will be there, assembly station there. Other like washing and all is there. So that's why these are all the stations available in FMS. This comes under one of the component. Workstations are one of the components of FMS. Then second one is about material handling and storage system. So that is also we saw in our figure, from the figure, that the material handling and storage system is very, very important portion in terms of FMS. So simply we can't keep the storage in different places. It should be around the machines, right? So material handling is also one of the important parameter component. For example, between one machine to another machine, material needs to be handled properly. When we are handling it, it should be stored properly and moved. So material handling and storage is very, very important component in terms of FMS. One of the components. One is function of material handling system is handle the component between machines or between processing machines, like CMM machine also there. Our storage system is there. From between that, the handling system should carry. So maybe conveyor or pick and place robot is there. Okay. Then random independent movement of parts between station. Random in the sense maybe it may move from machine 1 to machine 4 or machine 1 to machine 3. That's what we said, like FMS has more than four or more than 4 machines. So not necessary all the parts should travel between each and every machines available, or other processing equipment like a CMM machine, not necessary to travel. So random is there, in random movement needs to be there. So that material handling and storage system should handle that situation also, and also handle a variety of work part configuration. With different kind of variety will be there because part families will be more. Okay, then that system needs to handle that, and temporary storage is needed. So between each machine, if we move, so maybe the one machine is doing the process, then material moved from machine A needs to wait for the next operation machine C, in the sense should have a space to storage temporarily, not permanently, temporarily. Okay, compatible with the computer control. Computer control in the sense, since it is going to be an automated system, so we can able to control through computer programming, right? So that is also, that capability also should have for the material handling and storage system under the FMS. Okay. Next one is computer control system. This is the main in terms of how we are controlling, because it's automated system, how we are controlling that through computer. So workstation control, like workstation in the sense, it can be a CNC machine. So it can be controlled through the computer. Then distribution of computer instruction to the workstation. Production control. So production control also, it's not machining. It's about count how many number of parts we are manufacturing, whether the raw material is available, whether the tool is available, how many number of components being manufactured, or how many completed, that one. And traffic control, the movement, the automatic storage and retrieval system, or material handling and storage as the movement, right? Material movement is that. The traffic control is needed. If there is no proper traffic control, all the components will stuck in the handling, like in the conveyor or in pick and place. So we can't able to handle it properly. So traffic control is very, very important. Subtle control also, when to stop, when to go, and workpiece monitoring, whether the workpiece is manufactured or machined properly. And another one is tool control. Tool control in the sense where the tool is exactly and what is the life of the tool, also very, very important. Performance monitoring and reporting. Each machine needs to be analyzed for its performance. Simply you can't run the CNC machine for prolonged period, many years or something. So it should be monitored continuously, and whether it's needed any break or heat is generated more, motor is there, all running components, right? So we have to careful about monitoring the performance, and we have to report to the concerned person through the computer. So let them take a decision whether to give some break or EAS or something. Yeah. Okay, then a diagnostic. So once something got error, we have to do diagnostic work. So for that purpose, the computer control system is there. Okay. The final one is the operator. Don't think the operator is not necessary for FMS system. It's very, very important. Human operators are there. Where? So loading raw work parts into the system by the human. Maybe we can use pick and place robot to take it the parts from the storage system, temporary storage system, to the machining center. But bringing that raw work parts to the storage system by the manual worker. Okay, that, and unloading the finished component. Maybe from the machining center, the pick and place robot can take it and put it in the storage. Otherwise, manual operator can unload it, finished operation, or assemble it together, or assembling also can be done by the manual operator. Changing the tool. Okay, check the tool. Diagnostic is there, or monitoring is there by the computer control. Once the tool life is gone, or going to be where the tool got wear or heat generated or failure something, so manual operator can load, replace the tool. Okay, and equipment maintenance and repair also possibly by the human operator, and feeding the computer programming to the commissioning system by the operator only. Okay, or we can use centralized computer like a DNC system we can have, and we can feed all the program, but that is also human intervention is needed. Okay, programming and operating the computer system, we need an operator. Overall management of the system also done by the human operator. So these are all the four components of our FMS system. One is workstations, second one is material handling and storage system, third one is the computer control system, and operators. Okay. Then another one is FMS layout, which is considered material handling and storage system. We discussed second component, right? In that, material handling and storage system is needed. What are all the layouts available in FMS? So one is line layout. So it's like a line layout. It's parts can be raw material loaded in one direction, finished components in the another direction. Here, more than 4 machines. This is the one of the criteria for FMS. It should be more than 4. So 4 machines. Material flow is automated. It's not handled between machines by manual. Machining also done automated. Okay. Then another one in terms of inline layout, material storage and retrieval, or raw material and finished components are the same location or same place. So in the sense workflow will be two directional. So the arrow mark you could able to see that two way, right? It means components raw material will go here. It will travel in between each and every machine. Machining once done, then it will go back. So here this is the primary line which is handling material, and in between secondary line means from the primary line to the machine there is another handling. Okay, so this type is comes under inline layout. Second one is the loop layout. Okay, so loop layout is like a rectangular shape, or this loop type is there. Okay, so loading unloading at the same place. But in terms of another one like rectangular type, loading and unloading in different place. But in terms of loop layout, loading unloading in same place means the conveyor will be rotate in this line continuously. So each machine, this is like again primary workflow, and this is secondary workflow, automated machine. And here you can able to see that inspection system is there. More than 4 and 5 machines are there. Okay. Similarly, here also more than 5 primary forward loop, return loop. So ballots are means so from the ballot will go to the primary line. From the primary line, secondary line will take that components to the machine. Machine will be done, return back to that primary line. Again, ballot will take that to the next machine, next machine, like that. Then unloading will be done. Then empty ballot will be returned back to here. So this is what your loop layout. Then ladder layout. Ladder layout also like a loading and unloading on the same place. Like components will be traveled here. Then primary line outer, yeah, this is secondary line, secondary metal handling line. Then finally we come to that unloading component, and finished parts will go out. Okay, this is your ladder. So final one is the combination of loop and ladder. As we saw, the loop is the loop and this is the ladder. Combination of loop and ladder is available in terms of final one. Okay, here also loading unloading at the same place. Here automated guided vehicle also possibly there, inspection also there. Okay, so this is one of the another type of FMS layout. Final topic in this unit in the sense FMS is FMS planning and implementation. Okay, let's discuss about this in the next video.